Hi. Hello. Yes, here is my beautiful face with no hair, no beard, nothing. This is. Hi. If you're seeing this for the first time, hello. How's it going? Nah, I won't wear the cap. Nah. I'll let you see my bald head. Bald. All right. Enough of the jokes. So, yeah. Season over. Wow. What a ride it's been. How do I start this off? I wasn't expecting it to go this far. I'll admit that. And the overtime loss still hurts a little bit. It does. It's probably going to hurt for another couple weeks, probably. And then we'll move on. But, yeah. Season's over. That's it. We're done. No more hockey. At least for the Devils. And yeah. How do I start this off? By saying they gave it everything they got. Really. I was surprised Carolina put up as much of an offensive effort as they did. I thought it'd be a more low-scoring series. Boy, did they bomb us a couple games. And it's funny because the exit interviews are happening right now as I'm filming this, and I just saw a couple things, and I'm like, oh, that's why X player wasn't performing the way he should have in the playoffs, or this or that. You know, we're learning all these things now that the season is finally officially over. So, I'm not going to be too long because I already did the regular season recap, whatever, but I'm still very positive about the future. I'm seeing a lot of things that are like, oh, Devils overachieved, this, that, and the other. It's a 1-year hit. They won't be back here for a while. They're going to go back to the basement. No. Wrong. Here's how I'll sum it up. There's too much talent on this team for them to go back the way they were before this year. Am I saying they're going to finish third in the league and break wins records? No. This was a year for the record books for this franchise. And funny enough, it was their 40th year. 40th year anniversary season. Technically, it was 2022, but whatever. I just don't see this team reverting back to the norm. Now, are they going to finish the way they did? Probably not. But they're going to be in playoff contention. I just think there's too much on the line for this team to go back unless horrific injuries happen. And this is sports. You can't control anything. Look at the Colorado Avalanche. Excuse me. Colorado, prime example. Defending Stanley Cup champions, loses their captain, Gabriel Landeskog. Not only for this year, but also for fully next year. Injuries galore. And they got out in the first round by the Kraken in 7. Just shows you anything can happen. There's like Boston, for Christ's sake. At least we aren't them. Breaking the wins record for the league, most points, this, that, and the other, and you lose in 7. And as I said Thursday, because, again, just the way everything was playing out, there is that small thing that it is a missed opportunity to go deep. Just the way the cards were playing out. Unfortunately, they ran into a buzzsaw of the Carolina Hurricanes. And I will give Carolina all the credit. They knew how to shut us down. I just wish, though, and here's the problem. Carolina was missing 3 of their top forwards this entire series. They should not have beat us as badly as they should. That's it. That's the major disappointment from all this, is that they beat us up bad. They did. They absolutely beat us up. Now, another slight concern is that every time the Devils lost these playoffs, excluding Thursday, because that game went to overtime, they lost by at least 4 goals. Rangers game 1, 5-1. Game 2, 5-1. Game 6, 6-2. Carolina game 1 was 5-1. I think it was also 5-1 or 6-1. 6-1 game 2. Game 4 was 6-1. The Clinton game went to overtime. But it's just the way this team lost. Slight concern. But I don't know. I still think, like, it's an outlier. It's a concern, yeah, but moving forward, and I'll get to it, they can fix that. Here's the whole thing. This is technically year 0 of this team's playoff potential. Year 1, year 0, however you want to call it. Before the year, I thought they were going to make the playoffs, but it was going to be game 81, 82, clinching last 2 games of the year, whatever. They clinched before April 1st. They exceeded expectations. And now you're going to have people expecting you to do it again. And I think they can. It's just a matter of if the pieces will fall into place to do so. The core is set. We have that. The core is set. Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier, Dougie Hamilton. Like, you have your core guys. Your locked up guys. And they're all locked up too. Dawson Mercer's got to be paid this summer. He's going to be part of it. You're looking at Timo Meier. He's got to be paid. Then we get into Jesper Bratt. What's going to happen with him? I have some feelings on him. I'll get to those later. The Devils are going to have $30+ million in cap space this summer. But here's the catch, though. A lot of guys are UFAs. So, while it's not like it's a big summer for Tom Fitzgerald, but there are a lot of decisions that are going to have to be made. He has some work to do. Number 1, the coach. Look, Lindy Ruff got nominated for the Jack Adams. That's great and all. And the turnaround the team had, was it all him? No, but he is the coach. He deserves some credit, but he is clearly not the guy to lead us to a Stanley Cup. He is not. So whether it is him moving on, separate ways from the team, him getting an elevated position in the front office, if Lindy Ruff gets a contract extension this summer, that is a major red flag numero uno. I get what happened this year, but it's not going to work. It's not. Some of his lineup decisions, starting Vitek Vanacek game 4, just simple mistakes that I think this team needs a new guy at the helm. And Lindy Ruff hasn't discussed anything yet, at least from what I'm reading. Nothing's probably going to happen until, obviously, after the Stanley Cup Finals end. But we'll see what happens with Ruff. Number 2. What do you decide with Jesper Bratt? I'm going to be honest. I'm not the biggest Jesper Bratt fan, and if you've seen me on Twitter and stuff, you know that. If you know me personally, I like Bratt. It's just, I gotta admit, he's overrated. I'm sorry. He went silent these playoffs. What, do you have an empty net goal? That's it? That's all you did? What else did he do? Nothing. Zero. Nada. And this dude wants $8 million a year? Screw off, dude. If you want $8 million a year for an empty net goal in the playoffs, yeah, there's the door. Let some other team overpay for you. Well, maybe even trade him, see if you can get something in return. I'm sorry. Unless Bratt is getting 7.5 at the most, I don't even think we should re-sign him, honestly. I think they will, unfortunately, but if you give him $8 million a year, you're insane. So Jesper Bratt, I'm on the fence about. I don't know what happens, especially after the debauchery that was last summer, going all the way to frickin' arbitration hearings. Ugh. Disgusting. Then leads us next to Timo Meier. A lot of people ragging on Timo. I'm seeing online, oh, Timo, you acquired this guy and he did nothing in the playoffs for you. That's fair. That's fair. His stats weren't the proudest for a trade deadline addition. He was doing everything right, though, that you wanted him to. Net front pressure, getting the shots. He just had bad puck luck. Really. It really was. So, Timo will get signed. I'm hoping. There is that $10 million qualifying offer in play here. But I think they get it done. They will lock him up. I think there's too many things at play here. He has his native Swiss countrymen that also play on the team here. I think there's too much at stake for Timo to just go out and wanting to accept a 1-year, $10 million offer. So I think Fitzgerald gets that done, and hopefully the goaltending is the next one. Now look, I love Akira Schmid as much as the next guy, and he single-handedly kept us in Game 5. I just don't think he's ready yet to be the guy, if you know what I mean. Which brings me, what do you do now with Vanecek? Blackwood, I know for sure as hell is gone, and he even admitted in his exit interview that he has no idea what's going to happen next with his career. And that means for sure he is not being re-signed. You also have Nico Dawes waiting in the wing. So, there's a couple options here. Number one, you stick with Schmid and Vanecek. However you want to do that, Dawes will be AHL starter. Number two, Schmid, and you trade Vanecek and get a veteran backup of some sort. Some backup, established backup, to help in relief of Schmid. And number three is the mystery box. Yeah, that Jesper Bratt guy. What would Jesper Bratt get you? You think? Draft pick? Sure. Why not a goalie? Do you go all in getting a Connor Hellebuyck from Winnipeg? A Spencer Knight, maybe, from Florida? You have options at play here, and I'm curious with how they're going to do it. Now, the one thing that thinks to me that they're going to stick with Schmid and Vanecek is that they signed Vanecek after trading for him last summer. But you could flip him, though. I don't know what Tom Fitzgerald is going to do there, but you go all out, man, and go for a Hellebuyck, a Spencer Knight, somebody, do you make that big ball move? Do you make that big trade to get that goalie? Because Hellebuyck ain't going to stay in Winnipeg after next year. That is damn for sure. He is going to hit that open market. So do you attempt to get him and try to extend him? A lot of things at play. And that leads me to the rest of the team in the UFAs. Damon Severson, Ryan Graves, Erik Haula, Thomas Tatar. Trying to think of the other ones. That's it for the UFAs, really. But then you got Bratt, Timo. Mercer is due for his first contract. There's money to be played with. And I'm going to leave the video with this. You have one or two options. Number one, Fitzgerald can be like, I like this group of guys, and I'm going to try and re-sign as many of them as I can. Which isn't the dumbest move. But you could. Now, I know this free agency class is not that good. I haven't looked into it much myself. But nothing really is popping out. Do you just try to build a new team? You have the money to do so. You could play around with some things. It's weird. They made the playoffs, and now the world is their oyster. They can do whatever they damn well want this summer. And you still have Luke Hughes. Simon Nemec is coming. He'll have a chance at training camp. Holtz is still a thing. And I think with the right coach, he could still become something. Not the, at the time, oh, this could be a winger for the future type thing, but establish himself as a middle six player for the team. They still have prospects coming. They got money to play with. UFAs that could be signed, RFAs that need to be signed. And yet their core guys are locked up. So it's going to be an interesting summer for Tom Fitzgerald, and I'm curious with how he's going to play it. Now, I trusted him. Last summer, it was hey, you need to do something here now. He did that. So now, let's see what he does. I'm willing to ride with it. So, yeah. In conclusion, disappointing end to the season, as obvious, but brighter days are ahead, and this team has all the potential in the world to do something, so we will see what happens. And I was doing, I'll finish with this, I was doing some eBay shopping, and I found a eBay seller that was selling every rally towel from the playoffs. Every game, they were selling the rally towels from all the different home games. And I'll give the team credit for that they went with a different rally towel design for all home games these playoffs. That's great. Usually one team will just get a design and stick with it. I thought it was going to be, when the rally towels first came out, I thought it was just going to be this. Like, this is what I thought it was going to be. And I'm thinking, all right, that's cool enough, you know. But then when I saw when they were doing, what was the game 2? This one, which is my favorite, I think. I think out of all the bunch, this is definitely my favorite. The Legends are made in Jersey. And then they just kept going from there. And then this was Game 7 against the Rangers, which, generic, but it's all good, though. So, yeah, I got all the little rally towels from my collection, so yay for me. So, that is that. This will be the last hockey video until October. If breaking news comes along, I will do that. If the Devils make a big move or something, I will be here for it. But it is time for the summer and time to move on to another team to watch and make videos about that I promised back in April. But Devils playoffs got me put that on the back burner. So we'll be talking baseball next in the future. But I want to thank everyone who watched any Devils-related content I posted this season. I was checking out my YouTube analytics, and anything Devils-related were easily my #1 videos on this channel. So I appreciate all of you who watched and just listened to me talk about my team. It means a lot, and I will be back again next season to do so. So with that, thank you all for watching this one. I appreciate it, of course. Enjoy your summer. Good luck to whoever wins the Stanley Cup from here, and we'll be back. The Devil will rise again. Until next time, let's go Devils.
I mean, we're on a 9-game heater. I'd say we're doing okay.
The Devils have won 13 in a row. Mercer gets a hat trick, the first of Dawson Mercer's career.
Have yourself a night, kid.
Severson, he scores! David Severson! Hamilton shot. Tries to get past McNabb. Hamilton does it again! He finds Hughes, he shoots, he scores! Jack Hughes has more points than any Devil in history. Luke Hughes on the wraparound, he scores! His first career NHL goal ends the regular season with a record 52nd Devils win.
After Holler was thrown out off the face-up, a shot to score! Turnaround shot, stop, rebound, they score!